Okay, so this time around, we want to actually create an AMI. And to create an AMI, remember, you need to create it from an existing instance. Okay, and so what we want to do now is very simple. And just to make you really understand why we are creating an AMI, if you want to create an instance, you have to click on launch instance, then do your whole setup, right? So this is going to take a couple of minutes to finish up, and then you could decide to maybe eventually later on delete this, right? Good. So all the things you actually set up inside of here, they are gone. Imagine all the applications you pre-installed or all the things you set up just to make this actually work, okay, is deleted, right? So what you can do is to create your own AMI from here, okay, that is your own Amazon machine image, your own operating system sort of, okay, and then all those configurations that you set up here, okay, is just going to be a copy of what is inside the one at the bottom here. Okay, so that means you don't need to actually delete this one here. So all your configurations is always going to be here, and then you can actually make a copy of that anytime you want to actually use it. Okay, so to actually get to begin, we don't have any instance, and if you have one still, we need to create one instance so that we can create our AMI from it. So click on launch instance. So when you click on launch instance this time around, you of course want to name this to, let's just name this to first instance. Okay, and then what you want to do now is to scroll down, then you select Amazon Linux. Of course, the Amazon Linux, just leave it as this, or we can just change this to this 6.18. That's okay, or you leave it the way it is, that's fine. Okay, so when you are done, you want to scroll down, the instance type T3 micro, that's fine. So the keeper, I'm not creating a new keeper. If you don't have one, you can create. So I'm going to select the existing one, the EC2. Okay, then after this I'm going to scroll down to network settings. I'm not creating a new security group. I want to select by clicking on select an existing one. So launch wizard 1, okay, is the one I actually want to select. Good. Then we scroll down, the storage is okay. I don't need to add a new storage. Okay, then you open up this advanced in this case, and if you scroll down with this advanced, there are a lot of options that you can actually set up right here in this case. Okay, but what we want to do is what you scroll down to the very end of this actually, to where you have user data. Okay, so what you simply want to do is you remember this block of code which we had earlier, so just copy this, okay, and then you can paste this as the user data here, and then you click on launch instance. Okay, so this is going to create us an instance right now. Okay, so you can see successfully launched. So scroll down and click on view all instances. Okay, so this is still processing, it's still initializing right now, so you can actually just refresh here. Okay, so while it's doing that, just click on anywhere on your instance, maybe this little space just around it here, okay, so that the details could pop up at the bottom. So we have this public IP actually, so what you want to do is to copy the public IP, go to a new tab, and then paste that like so, enter. So actually, let's see if this our instance has been bootstrapped, and then you can see we have it right here. So you can see it's hello world from this IP here, so it ends with 91. Good. So now we simply have our instance created, okay, but we've not actually done what we really want to do. Okay, and what we really want to do is to actually create our own AMI, and we've actually started an EC2 instance, but now we actually need to create an image to actually create our own AMI. Okay, so in order for us to do that, what you want to do is to right click on your instance, okay, and then you see a couple of different options. You see where it says image and template. Okay, so move your mouse on image and template and click on create image. Okay, so which means I want to create an Amazon machine image. All right, so it takes me here. So what you want to do is to enter your image name. So I can just say sample AMI. Okay, good. And so you can also describe what your AMI is all about. So I could say AMI created from EC2, cool. And then reboot, just leave everything as is. And this storage, you can increase it, or you can even add volume if you want more. And then if you scroll down, you can also add tags. So let's try to add tag. Let's just say name, and then the value is actually going to be maybe just what I wrote here real quick. So I can just paste that here. Cool. Then you can click create image. So this is going to create your own Amazon machine image, and actually it's that simple basically. Okay, so just gonna minimize this by closing. So we have our own AMI. So just if you actually want to see your own AMI, if you refresh here, actually I'm just gonna close this again. If you actually refresh here, you really don't see anything here, right? So if you want to find your own AMI, your own image, on the sidebar you see where it says AMIs. So just click on AMIs under image. Okay, so this is going to show you your own AMI, right, like so. And here we go. So you can actually see your own AMI. The name is created, AMI created from EC2. That's the name of our AMI. All right. Okay, good. And our AMI name actually is sample AMI, by the way. And if you scroll down, you'll see a couple of different informations. The status is still pending, so it will go live as soon as possible. And the root device, which is the storage, is EBS, and some couple of different informations. If you click on it, you see some information below it at the bottom as well. Okay, and what you can do is you can launch instance from AMI, but let's actually don't do it there. So let's go back to instances. Okay, good. So if you want to create another instance now, you don't need to start from scratch. You can simply use your own AMI, and let's actually do that. So this is my instance here. What we want to do is to launch instance now by creating a new one. So click on launch instance, and this is going to take you to the web page where you need to launch or create your own new instance. Okay, so you can just name your AMI right now. So we can just say my AMI for EC2. Okay, just as an example, right? Now if you scroll down, okay, the AMI exactly that you created, if you scroll down, you see a couple of options, but most especially this is my AMI. So that's where you would see, instead of selecting all this Amazon mark, okay, so if you click on my AMI, you get to see your own AMI which you created just earlier. So the one called owned by me. Okay, so you can see at the bottom here. So if you open it up now, you see you only have one there, which is sample AMI, right? Okay, good. So if you scroll down, the instance type, you leave it as is. The keeper, just select the existing one. All right, so if you scroll down, security group, I'm selecting the existing one. So launch wizard 1. Okay, and then you can increase the volume. But if you open up the advanced details now, scroll to the very end. Now we don't need to paste, this block of code here. You don't need to paste it, because it's just a copy of the other one, right? Okay, so what you can just do is to click on launch instance in this case, and then this is going to create your AMI for you, right, like so. Okay, then you scroll down, click on view all instances. So we are going to see our AMI in a second. Okay, so the advantage is that if you again just want to prepare your own setups already, like pre-install your applications and some couple of other things, you can just simply create your own AMI instead of doing that repeatedly, right? So even though you deleted these two instances, you still have a copy of the setup of all your applications from the AMIs here, even though all these ones, your instances does not exist, right? So that's a good advantage. Basically it's more than that, but just basically that's what we have it. Okay, so I want to test this AMI. Okay, don't forget the AMI is just still a copy of this existing one. So if I click on the AMI I just created and copy the public IP, now the public IP of the two are different, which is this 34.2 whatever. Okay, but the IP, the private IP, is always going to be the same. It was more like we created a copy of it, right? So if I paste and press enter, and let's see what we have right in this case. Okay, so you can see what we have. So let me zoom in right in this case. So you can see we have 197 and 172 rather, and it ends with 91. So if I go back to the other one, you can see it's actually the same thing, as you can see, right? So you can see how AMI is powerful, right? So that means all my setup I made there is actually still there. Okay, and that's really how to create an AMI in this case. And don't make sure that you stop your instances when we are simply done here in this case. Okay, so this is simply how to create an AMI in AWS.